Okay guys, it's a B-Day.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, Brian, and how are you today?
Doing just great, Whitney. What about you?
Fantastic.
Glad to
Today
hear.
is May 22nd, and let's hear what Brian has for us today. Go ahead.
Well, I'll be giving the advice for today. So, here it is. Time is the most valuable thing you can spend in the world. You can't buy it, you can't gain it. The time you have now is rare, so use it wisely.
That's some great advice. And now with that, let's move on to our monthly pillar. This month is about change, and the quote we have for you guys today is, "Incredible change happens in your life when you decide to take control of what you do, have power over instead and of craving control over what you don't." Steve Maraboli.
Nice quote, Whitney. Now we can move on to our weather.
So Brian, why don't you tell us what today's weather is going to be?
Well, guys, today we have a thunderstorm with average high of 86 and a low of 77.
Cool. Let's roll on to our lunch. And for today's delicious lunch, we're going to be having turkey burgers with cheese, diced herb potatoes, baked beans, cucumber salad, pineapple tidbits, with ketchup and mustard on the side.
Sounds delicious, Whitney. Now we can move on to our student news.
Today, the seniors will be having the start of their finals. You will be going to your second and sixth period. Also, can't forget about prom tickets that are still for sale for $85. You are allowed to bring anyone outside of the school as long as they are in 9th to 12th grade. If you would like any more information, please visit the Google Classroom.
Sounds great.
Let's move on to our club news. Brian, why don't you go ahead and tell us what today's clubs will be?
For today's clubs, there is Sec Meet, Campus Life, and Chess.
Now, let's roll on to our special segment.
Hello guys. Today is an annual celebration that marks the birthday of the creator of Sherlock Holmes, who is Arthur Conan Doyle. Here are some interesting facts about the author. Conan Doyle, British writer and physician, he was also an enthusiastic investigator. He immaturely solved a couple of mysteries. A particular one which gained much popularity was when he successfully got the innocently convinced person released from the prison.
Doyle believed in fairies, and he also spent millions promoting them.
At the age of 23, he wrote his first book and had it sent to mail to a publisher. But the post was lost, and he actually rewrote the book up to 150 pages before finally deciding to give up.
He ran for parliament twice. He did receive some good numbers of votes, but he never actually got to win.
Doyle died in a fashion befitting an author like him. His last words were to his wife, "You are wonderful."
Arthur Conan Doyle is best known for the 60 stories he wrote about Sherlock Holmes. The creation of Holmes and his acumen for observation and deduction have been inspired by Doyle's university professor Joseph Bell, whose exacting approach to medicine was well known.
Reveling in the existential crisis of his late 20s, a lad from Edinburgh whipped up a short story within 3 weeks and sold it for £25 to a local publication house. The story went to be published in several magazines and newspapers. Little did he know that the piece of writing he couldn't wait to get rid of would become a milestone in crime fiction and sell more than 60 million copies. Since it debuted in 1887, Sherlock Holmes has charted an unmatched legacy and become a household name because of its deeply enriching storyline and the impressionable character of its protagonist. Over 140 years after his creation, Sherlock Holmes remains the most popular fictional detective in history.
Amphisa, did you know that the world-famous phrase "elementary, my dear Watson" never existed?
Well, it seems like everything we know is a lie.
Exactly. While the detective, of course, says the word elementary and the phrase my dear Watson, he never puts the two together.
Wow, I never thought about this, Milana. And now let's take a look at short scene from Sherlock Holmes movie.
Never mind that, we found the case. According to someone, the murderer has the case, and we found it in the hands of our favorite psychopath.
Not a psychopath, Anderson. I'm a high-functioning sociopath. Do your research. You need to bring Rachel in. You need to question her. I need to question her.
They're herbal soothers.
Shut up, everybody! Shut up! Don't move, don't speak, don't breathe. I'm trying to think. Anderson, face the other way. You're putting me off.
What? My face is?
Everybody quiet and still. Anderson, turn your back.
Not your taxi.
Mrs. Hudson!
Rache, German for revenge. She could be trying to tell us
Yes,
something.
thank you for your input.
Wait, Anfisa and Milana forgot to mention one other special day that's happening today. Victoria Day. Victoria Day is the day we celebrate the death of Queen Victoria, and it is celebrated mostly in Canada. And now on to Tyler to explain us all about this day.
Hey guys, today's Queen Victoria Day, and we celebrate this day to give honor to Queen Victoria for her reign of 63 years of Great Britain. And to celebrate this holiday, all we do festivals, hang out with family, friends, play games, go on walks, and celebrate. So everyone do some research on Queen Victoria because she's a very important figure of our history.
That's all for today's news, Eagles.
Thanks for watching. Tune in tomorrow to see what happens next.
And as always,
Soar Eagles!
You can catch me posted up.